Hi, every week we like to do a podcast and a video log from Zimmer and Peacock for the news for this week. So today is the 7th of March 2021, but this is the news from Zimmer and Peacock for the week starting the 1st of March 2021. And like we say, every week we like to do a retrospective look at the week and sort of report the news from us. So it was just a small little thing that we put out this week, but we do have quite a nice wearables platform. We call it the Eflex, and we had one of our clients requiring an understanding of how to solder one of the little batteries to the EasyFlex. So the EasyFlex is a kind of a wearables platform, so we just put a little how-to video out on how to solder that particular battery. So that was just a small thing that we put out from Zimmer and Peacock this week. At Zimmer and Peacock as well, we also do an awful lot of screen printing of electrodes. And it's not something that we've ever really discussed, but we actually do have profilometry and profilometers. So we're able to measure the kind of print thickness and the roughness of screen printed electrodes. So as part of an effort this week, we've actually been doing quite a lot of profilometry measurements. So if you're interested in having ZP manufacture a screen printed electrode for you and you really want to know what the thickness and the roughness is, then we do have this kind of capability in-house. Now, something else that we discussed this week is for quite some time we've been making oxygen sensors at Zimmer and Peacock. And I thought it was kind of interesting that we always knew that the solubility of oxygen in solutions is actually a function of temperature. So it was kind of just nice that one of our scientists made this graph this week where we kind of showed that the oxygen solubility sort of is maximum at sort of 0 degrees Celsius, about 14 mg per liter. That's 14 ppm. And then it's diminished more or less to, well, 0 at 100 degrees C because with temperature, the solubility decreases. So it was just a nice little graph that we put out there this week, just so if people are Googling around and they want to know the solubility of oxygen in solution, they can just use this graph and kind of look it up. So when you look at this, we can see at room temperature, there's approximately 11 milligrams per liter or 11 ppm of oxygen in a aqueous solution. So that was just, we like to sort of put out extra bits of news, or not news, but information for people interested in biosensors and medical diagnostics. Some other news that we put out this week. We do have a module on the ZP Academy. It's one of the paid for modules, but it's really a distillation of over 20 years of experience on how to actually make a electrochemical glucose sensor. So we get a lot of inquiries which are, how do I make an electrochemical glucose sensor? And now, just to speed up people's understanding, we've made a module on the ZP Academy for understanding that. And also really to sort of complement that module, we also have something on the ZP website called the Biosensors Builders Kit. It's essentially if somebody truly wants to manufacture an electrochemical glucose sensor, then it talks about the electrodes they need, the activation solutions they need, the calibration solutions they need. And so that's something that we've also got. It's a very comprehensive sort of early manufacturing kit for people who really want to make glucose sensors. So that's something that we also have talked about this week from Zimmer and Peacock. And also something else that we've put out this week from Zimmer and Peacock is we talked about a bit about our oxygen sensors. So I did say that we've been doing a lot of oxygen work this week. So we put out a little graph about how to measure this, or what's the solubility of oxygen in solution. And we've also put a bit more of information out there about the ZP oxygen sensors. So if you're interested in electrochemical sensing and you want to know about oxygen in solution, then we do have a nice little landing page with some resources for people who want to discuss that. Now, we've also this week, if you're a member of the ZP developers, the ZP Academy, you're a learner or you're a member of it, you can also become an affiliate of it. And as an affiliate, it basically means that a lot of our courses are for free, but some of our courses are paid for. And for those paid for courses, if you become an affiliate, you can basically generate links. And those links then, you can host them in your on your Facebook site. You can tweet them. You can put them on LinkedIn. But those links will then, if somebody actually buys a course using your link, you'll receive 50% of the revenue from it. So if you are a member of the ZP Academy and you're interested in also maybe making you can make a revenue from the ZP Academy yourself by becoming an affiliate. So it's probably worth looking at that affiliate link that we've put out there as well. Now, some other resources that we've or things that we've put out this week. I know we talk about the ZP Developer Zone and the ZP Academy, but we do a lot of interaction with academics, and I just want to make sure that the academic community really does know that these things exist. So to use the ZP Academy or to use the ZP Developer Zone, these are both resources that are they're useful to many people, but that includes academia as well. So I really want to make sure that the academic community is aware of this and has become members of this. And then finally, for this week, every Thursday at 8 a.m. London time, we do a webinar specifically for the ZP Academy, sorry, the ZP Developer Zone. And this week we talked about hepatitis and leprosy. But we are saying, if you want to be part of that webinar, which happens at 8 a.m. every week, London time, then you can join the ZP Developer Zone. There's a members webinar page. Once you're a member, you can click on that and you can view you can view our webinar that we do every Thursday at 8 a.m. And you can also then comment during the webinar and ask for certain topics to be covered. So if there's something that you want to see covered by Zimmer and Peacock, then join the ZP Developer Zone, become part of this webinar that we do, this live streaming that we do, which you can find on this particular page, and comment whilst we're doing the webinar, and then we pick up on those comments and we make the next webinar, or we do future webinars based on the comments that we get. So that was the news from Zimmer and Peacock for the week starting the 1st of March 2021. As I say, today is the 7th of March 2021, and this is that retrospective look back at the news from Zimmer and Peacock. So there's an awful lot of activity going on at Zimmer and Peacock, and you can interact with us through the Academy, through the developer zones. You can be a client through the standard products and services that we have. We do offer a lot of also opportunities to come to Zimmer and Peacock and get some work experience as an intern with us. So if you're interested in Zimmer and Peacock, then please contact us. Okay, thanks very much.